Mounce, BBG, chapter 16, sentence 1. All right, we are into verbs. All right, folks, this is going to assume that you got nouns under your belt and that you're ready to move forward. Hopefully give you some good hints as we look into the verbs, in terms of what to look for. So, sentence 1, this starts off with a tuto. So that's not a big deal. Recognize that it's a dative with the iota subscript. That'll help you there. But before you do anything with it, translation-wise, just remember it's a this and come back to it after you put together the rest of the sentence, because it's not the subject. It's clearly not the subject. So humeis clearly is the subject because you see that it's a nominative, plural, second person personal pronoun. And from Sue, so it's y'all or you all if you want to do it that way. I do prefer that y'all go ahead and separate or distinguish between second singular and second plural, so please get into the habit of that. You'll find that as you dig into scripture, that whether it's a second person plural, second person singular can make a huge difference, sometimes doctrinally. So in terms of the audience and what they mean by what they're saying. So nice thing that Greek is specific not only in that way but in many others. All right, so this, y'all, and you got the do not, and then pistuite from pistuo. So pistuo, I believe, pistuite, I will tell you that as you get into verbs, if you see either a tau epsilon or a theta epsilon, no matter what tense, voice, any of that kind of stuff, if it's a tau epsilon or a theta epsilon, immediately you should just immediately think second person plural. And that, of course, lines up with the subject. So you have subject-verb agreement. Now, again, y'all do not believe, and then you have tuto. You might be tempted because of the ending there, because of the inflection. You might be tempted to say something like, y'all do not believe in this, right? Might be your temptation. However, hopefully you remember the collocation rule that says that, and remember, collocation rule is just simply the way words, certain words are put together with certain other words in a given language. And in Greek, verbs of communication and cognition often take their direct object in the dative case. So the direct object is what's called a dative of direct object. In this particular instance, you have the verb coming from pistuo, which is I believe. Believe is obviously a cognitive verb, which hopefully would lead you to suspect at least that tuto would be simply a direct object, and you'd be correct. So what you're going to do there is you're going to say, y'all do not believe this. Not in this. That would be incorrect. And the reason is because in Greek, verbs of communication and cognition take their direct object in the dative. All right?